Okay, so they successfully kept you on at your job and not fired you because you haven't been totally incompetent. Sometimes when you work at a job, though, things will happen and they'll require that you work longer hours than you would prefer, or maybe there's some kind of special event and they need people. This is particularly true when you work on stat holidays. They'll pay you overtime and or extra time. Usually, you'll have to work a certain number of hours before overtime will kick into effect. But a common conversion is time and a half. If you're really lucky or you work a whole bunch of extra hours, sometimes you'll get double time, which is exactly like it sounds. You're paid twice as much. So in this case, let's say that Raven works a 15-hour day and is paid time and a half after 10 hours, and she wants to know how much did she earn if her regular wage is $13.80 per hour. Well, the first thing is to find out how many hours she was paid at the regular wage and how many hours she will get overtime for. So we could simply divide up. We know that she was paid 10 hours regularly and then another 5 hours for overtime. So over here, we're going to go and we're going to say, okay, we have, so the total earning will equal 10 hours times her regular wage of $13.80 per hour, and then we'll have to add 5 hours of overtime. And this is where we have to do a little bit extra step. We got to find out, well, what's time and a half? In this case, time and a half means she gets extra money. So, in fact, 1.5 times her regular wage of $13.80 per hour here. So our first one, 10 times $13.80, so this gives us $138 plus 1.5 times 13.8, again, watch your decimals, gives us 20.7 times 5. So she actually earned almost $100 extra. This is total again, right? We can check and see that our units cancel. Units are gone. We are left in money, so we are happy again, right? Earnings are money. And now we just simply add it. So 103.50 plus 138. So in 15 hours, Raven earned $241.50. Sometimes, though, this isn't always a benefit. For example, earning extra overtime will often mean that you get taxed more money, and it may be worth it to take your time and wages as time in lieu, where you sort of get paid at a normal rate, but for days that you're not there, so you're not getting taxed extra. So it's essentially like a paid holiday. Another thing that sometimes happens besides overtime is that certain jobs will pay you for commission, right? So we can skip over here, and let's say we look at Joe, and Joe earns 11% of his salary of cars, even though we talked the other day that he wasn't very good at car sales, perhaps. And so let's say one car goes for $23,560 and another goes for $18,770. We want to find out how much did he earn. So again, we can use E here. And we know that 11% as a decimal, as we take 11 divided by 100%, gives us 0.11. And this is what we can do math with. So we're going to take his two cars, so $23,560, times it by 0.11, and add it to the same as if we did his other car, 18,770. Again, times by the same 11%, 0.11. get out our trusty calculator. 23,560 times 0.11. We get $2,500, 91.60, and 18,770 times 0.11, 2,064.70, and then we add them together. So in this case, he made $4,656.30 for selling 2 cars. So this can actually be quite a lucrative trade, although I believe commission on car sales is probably more around 4 or 5% for a car. But if you're good at selling, this can be an easy way to make a fair amount of money.